Hello, everybody. This is Clare here, and I'm wanting to have a chat about moving into 2020 with Family Group Conferencing and the Mediation Institute. So, ending of 2019 has been something of quite devastation across our country, and our hearts and our love and energy goes out to all of those people, homes, the land, animals, everyone that's been affected by the fires that have spread rapidly across the country. So we are we're really thinking of you all. The Mediation Institute also has put something together to help people after the fires when they're going in and needing some help with negotiations. So, everybody's here geared up, ready to support in whatever way they can. Now, given the recent events, we had some plans, which I'm going to talk to you about in a moment, but we're really wanting to reach out, just remind you what's coming up. But we know that there's been a lot of changes and obviously a lot of tragedy. So, and in some of those areas that our plans were for family group conference training and workshops in 2020. So we're going to give you some options and we're going to ask for you to just notify us of your intention, because we know that we might have to make some changes to some of those plans based upon what's been happening, and to make sure that nobody misses out as well. So what I'm going to do is just share some slides with you, just remind you of the workshop, and what's coming up for family group conferencing in 2020. So for most of you that's watching this recording, you would have heard of family group conferencing or know what it is. So the Mediation Institute and myself have partnered up to deliver family group conferencing. I'm an experienced family group conference facilitator and trainer. I've been doing family group conferencing for about 9 years now, and I really love training people because I know what an important model this is in the work that we do within. It was originally designed for child protection, child safety, to bring families together, to help them make a plan and to help them with some decision-making processes to see how the children can be safe, and how as a family they can support that to the best of their ability. And it comes from the philosophy that families and their immediate communities have a right to be involved in decision making about their children, and that empowering them and the community to solve those problems is more likely to result in better outcomes. Now, in saying that, this family group conferencing is not just for a care and protection of children. It is now widely being used in youth work. It's being widely used in disability and aged care as well. So it's something that we're going to see because it's such an empowerment model, and it really brings the circle of safety and support around the family in moving forward, rather than being dependent on services, and dependent on other people making those decisions for them as well. So I'm really passionate about it. I've seen some really positive results come out of family group conferencing. And that's why I love to continue to train more facilitators all across Australia. So what I just wanted to briefly talk to you about was our model. So if you're not aware of it yet, the training and membership options that we do have is that you can, as an individual, you can come to a training workshop. I do believe, and also Joanne from the Mediation Institute believe, that family group conferencing, the training is really best done hands-on. We do offer a mixed mode model so that you can have the online theory and some assessment on there. It's not much assessment, don't worry. It's more to really help you and jot your memory, and to really make sure that you've gone over that material. So there's some theory, and you can do that. Some people do that a little bit before the workshop and then complete more after the workshop. It's quite flexible in that way, but there is an online learning component which helps you to have access to a lot of information as well, particularly when you first start implementing it. Then you come along and do a 2-day in-person workshop. So then we give you a family group conference attendance certificate that is recognised now when you go through the tendering process through community services. So there is 2 models. If you are interested as an organisation to get us to come in to do a training hosted workshop, please reach out to us and let us know, because then we will be able to come in and host that workshop for you. Or maybe some local organisations that you know. Otherwise, if you're just interested for yourself or a couple of people from your organisation come along to one of the workshops, you'll be enrolled in the online delivery, and then you'll be able to come along to that workshop. Now we have 2 upcoming workshops. The first one that's upcoming is in Ballina on the 3rd and the 4th of February. The reason why we've really wanted to have these in February is because there is an upcoming tender to be a panel provider for community services. So this is where, if you do pass the tender application, it is an application process, but you need to be able to be trained in family group conferencing for that, and some other conditions as well. So if you go onto the register on the Tenders New South Wales website, you will see some more information about it, and you will be notified when that tender comes along. Now, it's not guaranteed, but we have been told that it's possible that in February that next tender is going to be out, so that you can actually apply to be on the panel of providers. Now, some people are doing this alongside of their work. They might be working 3 or 4 days and they're wanting to go into conferencing and maybe be doing that 1 day a week. Other people are wanting to do that full time and become a full-time provider of family group conferencing. And we also have other people that are wanting to be able to do that within their current organisations, to actually get different skills and tools to be able to use that in working with families and with people. So you can use it in a variety of ways, as you can tell, but we would like to offer the opportunity on the workshops before the next panel comes along. So we'll give you, if you are enrolled in the course and you start the online course, we'll give you a notice to say that you are registered and you have registered for this particular workshop. So remember, it's in Ballina on the 3rd and 4th of February. So please apply as soon as possible. There will be details of how to do that in the email. But the other one that I really wanted to talk about was, if you can notify us this week immediately of your intention. I know there's some people that intended to come to the Sydney on the 6th and 7th of February. However, I do know that is something that, due to the fires that on this around Sydney, that usually we have a lot of people that are coming to Sydney for that workshop, and that may be something that's a very difficult time to be able to do that. We know there's a lot of community workers that are out there helping those communities as well. So it might be that you really are just overwhelmed and have no extra time to do that. So please let us know immediately of your intent if you want to get that done before the February tender, because if we don't have the numbers for that, we will move you. So still let us know if you want to do that one, but we can move you into the April one if we don't have enough numbers due to what's going on around Sydney. So I've got February there, but it's actually the 6th and 7th of April is going to be our next one after that tender. Okay, so there will be, usually there's 2 tenders per year. You know, we can't make any promises there, but usually there's 2 tenders a year. So even if you do the April one, you'll be able to be waiting and looking for that next tender. But please let us know of your intent and register straight away for the February one in Ballina, or the February 6th and 7th in Sydney, or let us know if you are interested in the April one for the Sydney one. Okay, so I hope that everyone's staying safe, helping, supporting each other out there, and we're also here to support with some of the programs the Mediation Institute also when people are needing that. So if you do know people that need support with some negotiation, reach out to the Mediation Institute and find out some of the details of how they can be supported with that. But take care, stay safe, and please let us know of your intent. And I look forward to seeing you all in the workshop. It really is an incredible workshop. It's something that I really enjoy delivering, and I know the participants get a lot out of the 2 days, and they really feel like we do so many role plays. We even do a full family group conference. So by the end of it, they really feel as if they know how to go and implement that. There's always been a lot of positive feedback, and I know people they just say, it's great that I came to the workshop, it all makes sense. So if you're wondering, if you've got questions, if you're sitting on the fence, just reach out to us and we can answer some more questions for you as well. Okay, thanks everybody.